Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Air Force Falcons. The Falcons will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies' offense will be first on the attack. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Gibson. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's in goal. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Falcons offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Air Force! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Flips it out on the screen, fighting off the defender. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. This time they'll go to the running game. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Gibson. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's in goal.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Northern Illinois putting together a threat in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Booth. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Minnesota. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Another incompletion on third down. The Falcons will punt this one away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They wheeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab. It's Stanley. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fires to the big fella. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it, headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Gibson. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Give to the big fullback. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
In the backfield, it's Booth. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home.
Snatches it on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Buys a little time. Touchdown, Air Force! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Gibson. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like you've got a great scene there today in DeKalb. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Floating away. That's caught. It's Shannon.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He breaks a tackle. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And the Falcons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Knox. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Running to Green. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Falcons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Using the quick game. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Gibson. Fakes to grab, and he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could rip. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And there's something you don't see very often, a fumble on a quarterback sneak, and quarterback's got to do a really good job of bellying the ball and securing it before you start pushing forward. I don't know if he ever really had control of it. The defense was able to knock it out and create the takeaway.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they load up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Looking for space. It's Boo. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. Fourth and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. And that is a good sign for this offense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking downfield, it's Gibson. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Northern Illinois! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 2 to Minnesota. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Second down, he'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. Pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Finds the tight end. Creates a little space. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, quick throw, getting it out of the quarterback's hands fast. You can't take a sack, obviously, at this point of the game, and you're just trying to matriculate it as quickly as possible down the field to get into field goal range to try and give your team a chance to win.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late. But with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Shannon. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it's good from 41 yards out for the game. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for